Todd. I'm an owner of South Loop Strength and Conditioning. We're mostly a CrossFit gym. We do a lot of CrossFit group classes as well as some other associated strength and conditioning activities. Biggest thing we focus on is just really coaching people to the highest level. And I think that for us, one of the biggest things that we focus on is best practices across the board. So in terms of our program design, in terms of the way that our coaches actually interact with members, in terms of holding people to a higher standard consistently, right? Like this isn't a gym that's just, hey, social hour, come in, screw around, like maybe I'll do some of the stuff on the board, maybe I won't, get a swan on and leave. Like we actually care a lot about proper technique all the time, progression over time, keeping track of your results, and honestly, just really pushing people to do what they know they need to do to get better and to take them away from the bad ideas that they're consistently focused on that just get in the wrong way. So last year we partnered with Xendurance for the South Loop Games. Super awesome, super helpful. Mike is always coming around, throwing down some samples, and being able to have Xendurance on board with us was awesome for the South Loop Games in terms of exposure and actually getting the message out there that, hey, listen, like there is a serious competition in the Chicago area that's organized, that runs on time, that has events that make sense, and that is actually testing something rather than just sort of being a hodgepodge of different workouts that seem cool on paper. So one of the things that I think is really valuable about the Xendurance line of products is their actual inclusion of lactate in a lot of their products. Lactate is actually utilized extensively as a fuel, right? So folks who are doing something like CrossFit with very high intensity, where their muscles are spitting out tons of lactate all the time, they actually are utilizing that, the ones who are good, as a fuel again, right? And sort of cycling that back as an energy source. So the issue with lactate is that it ends up being a correlate for higher intensity exercise. So if you dig too deep, you end up spitting out a bunch of metabolic waste, and the actual acidosis, which doesn't necessarily come from the lactate but comes from other ions that are also spit out through that process, is the thing that limits you, whereas the lactate is actually beneficial for continued high power output exercise.
All right, so I just finished up here at South Loop Strength and Conditioning, South Loop CrossFit in downtown Chicago. It was a great night here hanging out with the members, getting to chat with everybody, letting them sample some product. Got to talk to Todd a little bit about the great partnership that we have between South Loop and Xendurance. It's one thing that I'm really proud of with Xendurance is that we support the communities that support us. It's really important to us to be out in the community, to be spending time talking to the members, educating them on product, letting them know how Xendurance can help them achieve their goals.